starting to run out of gas on that 73-yarder? Be honest.
Nah, I won't run out of gas. But I did feel a little slow. But everybody said I look fast. I feel a little slow, but I love them kind of runs. I practice all week finishing just like that. So I wouldn't say I ran out of gas. I mean, I could have ran about 20 more yards, you asked me.
It seemed like the offense was really clicking from the very beginning. What did it feel like for you out there?
It felt like we were just in a rhythm. We put emphasis all week on making the most of every opportunity, and when you play teams who usually take away a lot of the clock like they did in the third quarter, you try to make every possession count, and so that's what the emphasis was this week, is making every possession count. And kind of leaving last week with that sour taste in our mouth. That's just the resilience that we had as an offense and as a team as a whole to bounce back.
That is a deep running back room that you guys have. Is it hard sometimes to get into the flow of the game when you have so many of you guys going in and out of the lineup?
Sometimes, but it just kind of depends how you're looking at it. If you're looking at it from a, just kind of an energy standpoint, you get to stay fresh. You keep your body just prepared to go. But, you see one guy do good on one play, he comes back to the sideline. It just kind of gives you energy and it boosts you. So, the way our running back room works, we kind of feed off each other. So no matter who's in there, it just brings so much energy to the next guy, and then they're excited to go get their opportunity. And kind of a glimpse of, y'all saw it today. And that's just still not the complete running back room. We still got, Nate didn't play today, but we're very explosive and we can compete with anybody.
Lastly, what can you take away from a game like this that you guys can use next week and beyond?
Never letting up. Whenever you get up on teams like that, and we've been in situations like that all year, just to keep your foot on the gas and keep going. The game's never over until it's over, when you see all the zeros on the clock. So that's you just want to build on that and just keep that confidence. Never lose that confidence and never lose the sight of the end goal. And once the game starts, you want to play every snap. Every snap means it's important. That play is the most important play of the game, and that's how we approached every single play. You seen we had some one and done drives, and that's just that's what we want to do. We want to build like that, and that's the kind of offense we want to be.
Hey, Cameron, you mentioned how the running back room kind of feeds off each other whenever one of your teammates scores. When I saw Kanye Roberts score a touchdown, you looked like the most excited person on the sideline. I saw you jumping up for joy. What was that like to see your teammate get that touchdown?
It's beast. We call him beast. He just Kanye gonna be the truth, man. And a lot of people. You bring in so much talent, and Kanye is one of those guys you just see it early. And the nation slept on him. He was the #1 leading rusher coming out of high school, and honestly, we're blessed to have him. And seeing what he was able to do in fall camp, spring, it's just like, man, like this boy he the truth. Like he gonna be that one. And so, for him to get his opportunity, and we wanted him to play last week, we wanted to play the week before that, and for us, we always want to run that score up to give our young guys a chance and see what they can do. And he told me, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do what you just did on that cut. I'm gonna do it." And I was like, "All right." And then he went out there and did it. I'm like, man, that boy, I'm telling you, Kanye Roberts, man. If y'all don't know the name, y'all need to learn, because when it's his time, it's gonna be up.
Cam, just one for me. Coach talked all week about how this would need to be a complementary football game with the defense helping the offense and vice versa. What did the defense do to put the offense in good positions today?
They was getting stops, and that's what it boils down to. They got us the ball back, turnovers, and they did a good job of getting off the field, getting us the ball back. And going into the game, Citadel averaged probably, the team they're playing averaged maybe 9 possessions a game, and I think we had 4 or 5 in the first quarter. So, that exceeded what we expected to go out there and do. So, They did a really good job of, making sure they got stops on third down and getting us the ball back and letting the offense get on field and keep that rhythm that we had going. And I mean, it kind of slowed down the third quarter, but then they go out and get an interception, and we turn around and boom, scored off that turnover. And that's just kind of, that's what we've been doing all year. When they do something good, we try to we return the favor. So it's good that the defense, got that goose egg, man. So love to see that.
Last week, Cam, you had some personal frustrations being banged up and not getting to participate in the second half. How gratifying was it for you today to come right out of the gate and have a big touchdown run and really make a difference, over 100 yards in one half?
It's honestly a blessing, when the game's stripped from you. You miss it so much. I can't stand like being on the sideline and not being able to participate. I took that personally. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't really eat right, just knowing that I wasn't being able to make a difference. And that's what I like to bring to the game. I like to go out there and bring some energy when I feel like we need it. And not being able to play, I've been in that position for a whole season with the ACL injury in 2019. And, last week I was frustrated the whole week pretty much just because I wasn't able to practice correctly. I wasn't able to bring my all to the table. And then the game, I tested it out and I still wasn't able to, participate. And I just knew that me playing would put the team in jeopardy. So I didn't want to do that. So and being in the position we were in, it really was eating at my core. So I worked really hard this week. I was with the trainers all week, every day, three times a day, 3-4 hours a day, just so I could, play and give my all. And, I told Coach Clark and the captains, that won't happen again. For the rest of this season, they're going to get everything out of me, 100%.
Perhaps on a lighter note, I have to ask, what are you guys being fed by the nutritionist? Anderson Castle is at least 3 times the size he was when he was quarterback for Watauga.
I think our nutritionist does a good job in making sure she knows who needs to gain weight and all that stuff. And we're really blessed to have Megan. She does a really good job, and she cares about each and every individual and making sure they have the proper nutrition. And speaking of AC, I mean, that's just AC. He's just a beast, Watauga's finest. So, I don't know, man. She just make sure we got good eats. Always checking our plates and making sure we got all the proper nutrition and stuff like that. So I'm really thankful for Megan.
Has it been fun to watch Anderson's development over the last couple of years?
Oh yeah, I love AC, man. Every time he goes in, I say turn up the AC because because he can do so much, and I like to see him get free, and I've seen him for the past 2-3 years, just kill our defense in camp and bust one. And he got a long run a few years ago against Troy, and then today he's out there dragging 2 defenders 5-6 yards after contact, and that's just what he brings to the table. He's that hard hitter, and AC just everybody loves AC. He's like honestly one of my favorite players to watch, and him and Michael Hudson and guys like that. I love seeing them get their opportunity. So I can say a lot of good things about AC.
Thank you, Mike.
Christian, just what worked well offensively, especially in the passing game, to be able to take advantage of some of the looks they were giving you?
Honestly, our biggest thing is just being ourselves. What works is what we do. Barbe installs a good game plan every week. He installed one for if it was pouring down rain and if it was like it was today. So the run game for sure opens it up for us. So shout out to all our running backs, all our line, our bulls that handle business up front so we can get open downfield.
Perfect. Christian, how comforting or much of a relief was it to the team to have a game like that instead of all these tight, nervy endings the past 4 weeks?
It's real comforting, and it shows us that we can finish a game. We can start a game out good. The middle eight, they emphasize middle eight every week, and it's good for us to be able to have the opportunity to actually be sustainable in the middle eight and then to finish out as we did, which was strong. So it was a good, confident game.
Can you share a little bit the 80-yard touchdown of just how that kind of unfolded in your eyes from pretty contested play to then you've got some pretty open space pretty quickly?
Well, when it was drawn up, I seen my brother was out there at nickel. Shout out to Brian, by the way. He was out there, and he started dropping once I got behind him. In my head, I was like, oh, he finna pick this. I'm going to have to try to chase him down. And then I caught it, and then shout out to Deshaun Davis for giving me that block. And then I took it 80 yards. So without them, or without Deshaun, it wouldn't be possible. So.
Talking about Deshaun blocking and then Caden's block on your Hail Mary touchdown in the Troy game, that's, you don't always get to see like, oh, the wide receiver put a touchdown creating block. How important is that for the team, for every player to be engaged in a game like that?
It's very important. It shows that as a receiver core that we're versatile, that we can do more than just catch the ball for the team, that we can block for each other. Clark always emphasized that the line blocks for first downs, the receivers got to block for touchdowns. So they try to instill that in us every week. So I think we're doing a good job at it.